What's up, everybody? So today's going to be a walk and talk type video. I am out here showing a beautiful house right here on the water in Navy Point, around $500,000. It's listed by Spencer Bradley. It's American Valor Realty listing, and I'm here checking it out for some clients. And as I'm checking it out, I want to talk about, should you become a real estate agent in 2023? Because there's a lot of questions out there people have been asking me. So I want to talk about some of my opinions, some of the obstacles you're going to run into. Should you do it full-time, part-time? Check out this view right here. See the water? My mother-in-law actually owns this one right here, and she's going to build on it. But there are a lot of obstacles when you're first starting out, a lot of questions. So I'm going to talk about it in this video, and if you stick to the end, I'm going to give you my opinion on what you should do when you start and how I got started and was able to do $4 million in volume my first year, make her approximately $100,000 in extra revenue. Because, it can totally happen if you do it right. And it's not easy, but I'm going to help you navigate it in this video. This house is like a 3-3, I believe. I like the layout. It's got a beautiful view. There's actually a park right here. It goes 4 miles all the way around with a boat ramp, which is kind of cool. This is the balcony right here overlooking the water. That's the park. But it's pretty nice. It's well put together. Clean. This was a renovation house that somebody bought and renovated. It's very clean. Pretty much every one of these houses you go into is a different story, is a new adventure every time you look at a new property. And there's always something you're going to learn on every one of these because they're all different. Whether you're doing, land or you're doing single family houses, there's something you're going to learn on every one of them. So in 2023, you're going to run into, but I'm going to be honest, this year you're going to run into some major issues. You're going to run into the market going down. It's going to get harder. I think 18,000 real estate agents or realtors are going to quit this month or have quit this month. That's a statistic, 100,000 this year. So it's getting harder. Listings are harder to get. Once you get them, they're harder to sell. Buyer's agents, hey, you got to work hard. Those that can acquire buyers right now are going to win. So the fact that it's getting harder, if you are going to jump into being a real estate agent this year, you've got to understand a couple of things. One, you have to have the ability to market yourself or already have a buyer pool that you are around on a regular basis. For example, I was a social media YouTuber, so it allowed me to jump in, and I had people that followed me, and I was able to help them acquire houses that they were already looking for, and it was easy for me to kind of jump in the game my first year, second year, third year. Here's the view from downstairs. This is the kitchen right here, and nice open concept with a little archway. Whoa, almost got me there. But this is the inside. This is the kitchen. Beach style living. You're close to the water. Naval Air Station Pensacola is right there. You just hop in the boat right here and go clear to Pensacola Beach in about 30 minutes. So for instance, bartenders, you're already there. You're talking to lots of people every day. And it's just one more thing that you can do. School teachers, you already have people in your class. Kids have parents. If you're a basketball coach, you have a team there. You already have a pool of people that you can work with real estate to help them buy or sell a house. So jumping right in, knowing nobody is, of course, going to be hard. And that's really what makes it kind of tough at the beginning is people have to know who you are. You have to let everybody know around you that you are now a real estate agent and that you can help them accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, buying or selling. I strongly recommend that you get really good at social media. That's how I was able to compete right off the bat. I was able to, even go in there with some of the, strong agents and kind of hold my own. I already knew a lot about real estate because I was buying and flipping and renting properties. Because the learning curve is steep in real estate. Every transaction I run into something I didn't know about before. Like right now, trying to sell a large piece of vacant land and the title wasn't transferred properly, and now we're in a world of hurt because you can't build a house on it. Trying to fix that problem, and right before the closing table, you have sometimes issues, you have liens, you have a lot of things you've got to have a basis of knowledge on. You gotta be a jack of all trades. I'll say this, I really like this location. I mean, couldn't ask for a better spot. It's literally one of those different houses in Navy Point, a little more newer build, and you know, you don't have to worry about the water kind of rising up here because it was it's 2 stories. It's built up a little bit. Good distance off the road, which, you know, there's new county ordinances on all that stuff now since Hurricane Ivan and Sally, etc. Which, question about full-time or part-time? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. It's really hard to just jump out and be full-time. It's gonna take you a long time to get a client list and get properties under contract. It takes a long time for them to close and you actually get paid. So you really need to stick with your job while you're building your second business of being a realtor, real estate agent, because it is a business. You are an independent contractor. You've got to figure out, one, how it's done. You got to learn contracts. You got to learn negotiation skills. You got to have a network of people, you know, title companies, contractors, roofers. You got to know people, and that's the whole point of being a good real estate agent. You got to know people. So until you get going and you're doing a good volume, $3-4 million a year, the average amount of a good agent, then I would suggest going full-time, but not at first. Part-time, I like the part-time. Get a deal, you do the deal, but you don't have to have the deal, because when you're out there really trying to rake and scrape deals together, you make mistakes. That's how people lose their license. They do things they're not supposed to do. They be unethical. For me, I go about making my YouTube videos, and when somebody needs a house, I help them with it to the best of my ability. And it allows me to do 1 or 2 deals a month, or maybe more if I feel like it, less if I feel like it. And I'm able to not feel stressed and rushed, because some of these deals will really try your patience and you got to give them a lot of attention. And I prefer being a part-time agent, but if you really put my 2 businesses of YouTube and this together, it's really like being a full-time agent, because all my content that I make is marketing for real estate, being a realtor, and back and forth, and it just all goes together and winds up being one big job. But I like it, it's fun. I love making YouTube videos and I like talking about real estate. And that's really how I started. We just got the idea of, hey, we're making these videos. Everybody's already asking me if I know a real estate agent, realtor down here, that they're moving here from, you know, New York, and they want to live by Pensacola Beach, and who can you refer me to? And I was like, you know what? I could be that guy. And I was like, I'm going to go, and I went and got my real estate license and started selling real estate. And because before that, you couldn't even refer. You can't even get a referral if you're not licensed in the state of Florida. So I was like, you know what? I need to do that. And then when I was being asked about Orange Beach, which is only 30 minutes down the road, I was like, I can do Orange Beach too. When I got licensed in Alabama. The licensing exam was not hard. I did not find it hard. I passed it the first time, went in, I knew I had to do this, did it in about a week, got licensed, and I was off, you know, knocking a dent in the real estate world. So, you know, definitely, you know, when you decide to do it, don't, you know, just kind of, meander around, go after it. Say, I'm going to do this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's a pantry. That's real cool. Heh. But is it hard? Yes, it is hard. It's definitely hard. It's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do, because the learning curve of everything, I would say niche into one thing. Single family residence in a certain few handful of neighborhoods, do that. Okay? Because at first you're going to want to bite off everything. Commercial, the whole 9 yards. Don't do it. If you're going to do single family residential, don't bite off commercial. It is a totally different breed. I got caught up in that, and it was a learning curve, and I decided I'm just going to do what I like to do. If you like doing houses, don't do lots. Okay? Don't try to go do subdividing. That junk is complex and takes a really long time. I would say hone in on something you like. You like looking at beach houses, become an expert on beach houses, know everything about beach houses, and go and sell beach houses. Everybody you know should know you sell beach houses, and you do it with a smile, and you're prompt, and you call people back, because most agents, the run-of-the-mill agents, will not answer their phone. They will show up late. Their paperwork will not be right. it blows my mind how many agents won't answer their phone. That's what you do. I'll answer in the middle of the night. You know, qualify, be good at one thing, and then branch out once you feel comfortable. Especially with areas. Different areas are different. Alabama versus Florida, Milton versus Pace, Pensacola versus Beulah, Pensacola versus Milton, Pensacola versus Navarre, Fort Walton, 30A, all different. You got to get good at a couple things before you branch out. There's a lot of different types of furniture, a lot of different types of decorations and fans and carpet and pier and beam and off grade and slab and the whole 9 yards. So. This is also another lot I got listed right here. Corner lot, ready to be built. Staring at the water. Sunrise comes up right there. So does the Blue Angels. But in conclusion to all this, I want to say, look at it as being a positive thing. You're going on an adventure. Look at this water. You can do it. Like, you can totally jump in there. Many agents are going to quit. The fact that it's hard is how you can get into it. Because a handful of agents sell all the properties. That's the fact that it's hard. And if you go in and you do it professionally and you do it right and you have a good handshake and a good word, you're going to sell houses. You're going to do well, especially if you know people and you're around people and you're always socializing with people. Yeah, there's always somebody out there that needs to move or needs help or doesn't understand the buying selling process because it's really complicated. And I think if you want to do it. And stick with it. Don't give it a year. Give it 2 or 3 years. And when it comes to you, you get out there and you do it. And don't let anything intimidate you. Try not to lose your license in the first month. Ask questions. Find a broker that is willing to train you. That's key. Find a good broker that's willing to show you the ropes. And we'll answer the phone when you have a question. And if you're selling, they will help you no matter what because you're making everybody money. And people will refer to you because you do things right and it allow you to be successful. So should you become an agent? Sure. Definitely. I 100% say you should. But it's not going to be easy. It's not like the last 2 years where everybody was selling houses. It's going to take work. You're going to have to max out your social media. You're going to have to advertise. You're going to have to put yourself out there. But you can do it. In the hours, you're able to take your kids to school. You're able to fluctuate your hours. It allows you to stay flexible and have a life versus traditional 9 to 5. But you will make those hours up other places. Real estate agents work a lot of hours. If you're good, you're going to be answering the phone all the time. And you're going to be showing houses on Saturday and Sunday and Monday nights. So that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cool thing about this house, I actually live right down the street, and so I know the neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. You've seen me shoot a million videos in this neighborhood. It's awesome. Blue Angels right over there at Naval Air Station. You actually hear them thundering right now. Pretty cool place.